Hello, greetings everyone. Good evening to one and all present here. Myself Jay here very much excited to welcome you all for today's much awaited session on engineering journey. This session will not only be about what the things and needs you need to do as a student to succeed as an engineer, but also you will able to get a live experience sharing from a very successful engineering student who got placed in 6 MNCs, got Best Student from JIS Group, had national level and international achievement in project and innovation, had several published patents, had highest number of publications from his institute, hosted many peer and technical sessions all over India. We wholeheartedly thank him to grace this event and eager to have an interactive session with you all. So, without waiting, let's ask our speaker to start. Before I start, just a basic question. All are requested to send questions to me or to chat. We will discuss them after the session.
Hi everyone. Hello. Jay, am I audible and visible loud?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay. Everyone is joining. Hi. Hello everyone. I can check you all here. Today's session is all about not about my journey. It will be about covering few prospects of engineering as well. Ask all your friends to join. I can see everyone is joining. So I'll be starting in a minute, and I'll be also hi. Yeah. So I will also be sharing one a short presentation to everyone, so that everyone can get a fun of it. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Mm, is it visible, Jay? Once you are able to see my screen, just let me know. Can anyone let me know on the chat as well? My screen
Yes,
is
yes, your
visible.
screen is visible.
Okay. Hi, hello, and my introduction is not too much. It's given by Jay only. So I am here today, especially to let you know everyone that my personal experience and whatever the things I did in engineering, how it felt the subject it to be, and rather specifying the facts, how the journey could be much more transparent, and how the journey can be much more promising to you in all spheres. How engineering impacts the student life, and last but not the least, how engineers connect most significantly play a very vital role to each and every student. How this platform, how you can take the best of it. So everything I'll be just summarizing it up. I'll not make it too long or too boring for everyone. So it will be a fun of type, and at the end as well, we will be I'll be taking up the questions from you all because it's very vital that how much you ask me the questions and how much I'm able to solve your doubts. So that will be going, and there are many more fun things and activities that will be covering the post event that Joy and Devayan will be letting you know post event. So you'll have also have many fun activities together. So let's commence the my presentation. Okay, so basically, engineering, uh, I try to illustrate this thing. It's a single discipline because whatever the streams you can see or whatever the branches you can see, so we all come to a common factor is engineering. Likewise, I am a biomedical engineer. Okay, someone else might be an electrical engineer. So we all have a common surname, right? We are all engineers. And the next thing is that we have a common thing to display. That is the mode of study. Like the principles, the approaches, the fundamentals of the subject, everything remains the same. Just the application is different based on various kind of domains. Right. So likewise, the variety of discipline patterns to a single mode of initialization, where the study originates from the very outset. And not only that, the engineering also comprehends to put all the disciplines together, not only like study. Like you learn a lot of things, you do everything, like you do extracurricular activities, you learn how to click photographs, become a designer, you maybe become a designer, you learn how to edit videos, you might become a cinematographer, you learn to able to go through various kind of co-curricular activities, you also appear for your semesters because that is mandatory for each and every one. And the one thing is that is the main point of success according to every one of us, that to get a job or placement, right? So how we can get a job? So basically, related to job, there are two things. To study or to get a job is the only motto, right? It can be to someone. To someone, to learn the subject by heart can be a motto. To someone, exploring the subject can be a motto. So, what are your views? Just put on your chat. I'll ask Devayan to note that down. We'll be just taking up those your views as well. So, whatever your views might be, whatever the things that a student after they complete their diploma, because many of you might have completed diploma and got directly started your engineering. Many of you have completed like me. Many of you have completed your 12th standard boards and you appeared for the entrance examinations and you came to engineering. So many of us bear various kind of dreams. We have many various kind of perceptions. We think that yeah, engineering can be like this. Like we think in how this journey can be. We have various kind of thoughts and prospects that we can have. So this all can be discussed in a single unit. And lastly, the success is measured by how we get or how we get a job or how we get placed, or rather less how we enjoy, or rather less how we learn. Yeah. So what do the engineers need to do? Actually, basic things that I can only demonstrate, like to solve the problems. Because since from our times or the times where students are preparing for engineering, they come up, they become engineer. Everyone have the common problem. We code, we develop something, we design something. Everyone that contributes is the main issue to solve a problem. Right or no? Just let me know in the chat. I am unable to access the chat, so Devayan can check it very well. Devayan or Jay can check the chat very well. So whatever. So what engineers need to do, they solve the problems, right? Engineers can be able to innovate. Engineers need to think constantly, they need to update, right? They need to analyze in the sense they view anything, they come to get hold of anything, they approach any solution, approach any problem. Everything that comes into existence is the duty of engineers to check. Okay. Not only that, the technical expertise that the engineers hold is the root cause of their upskilling that they are doing from the continuous day. Not only they upskill in coding, not only they upskill in Python, Java, C, web development, like that. They also upskill in managing things, right? Because simultaneously with engineering, management comes into existence. We cannot deny that fact. Like the management students are also here, like Jay, they will also agree to me. Like so management comes into existence, so we need to manage things, right? We need to uh, send, we need to copy, or we need to do anything to the higher authority, or we need to translate the message, or we need to translate the ideas, or we need to teach the younger professionals or individuals that what we know. So these all things comes under a common thing, engineering, right? When we teach something, it's teaching. We can't say we are doing a specifically engineering role. When we are designing something, we are an engineer, simultaneously we are a designer. And the most important thing is teamwork, because every project everyone did, like I have done many projects. So whatever we did, whatever the projects that we undertake, we have a team. If we don't have any team, if we don't have someone to work with us, we will not understand the value of someone who we need to work with, or who we need to take up with us throughout the project or throughout the work, and how we need to communicate and how we need to keep the ethics constant is very important. Likewise, adaptability, like many of us, take you can take an example of me, you can take an example of many other normal engineer. Many of us, we are working in an IT industry, although our background is different. We are trying to imply all those principles. So we need to adapt the principles of IT sector or the service based or the product based respective company to develop the principles or to develop the things that they need or that they require. So we translate those things, we adapt those new technologies or skills, and we constantly upskill ourselves to solve the problems that we are meant to. And we constantly maintain the professionalism with the proper communication skills. Right. So these are the basic, in a nutshell, what the engineer's roles and responsibilities do have. Okay. So now, when someone steps into engineering, be it anything, like you, if you want to become an engineer, you need to have a BTech degree. Agree or not? I am sure everyone will agree. We can't deny. Whether you don't like the subject, whether you like the subject, you have to study. You have to pass the semester. You need to score a mark. You need to appear for your placement, and you need to get a job. Right. So to perform well or to get hold of the academics very well, whatever the things you need to do, you need to keep in mind the subject that you are grasping. Always try to remember that the subject that the professor is imparting knowledge, or the subject that you are being taught in class, is nothing like that cannot be done by you. First of all, you need to believe, and you need to keep yourself aligned with the syllabus. Now, most of the common problem that everyone faces, every student faces, is the proper linking. So to face and proper linking, the major barrier that everyone faces is communication or the language, right? Because many of the students come from state boards. The academic, the curriculums might be in English. So in state board, they find it difficult or hard to get hold of the language in which the professor is delivering the lecture. It is a many more common problems. In my previous sessions also, many of them told that, yeah, we don't understand whatever the things we are getting lectures from the professors in English, and we are getting too hard to mug up such things. So in that point of time, you need to take everything by heart. Okay, try to visualize things from a different point of view. No need to follow the notes at the very outset. You no need to follow the notes. Just try to read out whatever the thing has been mentioned and create the things in your own words. Okay. So if you try to create yourself everything by your own, then it will be your own creation, right? So what engineers do, I am just revisiting this fact only, that engineers create their own new things. So you are creating your own new curriculum, or you are sticking to the curriculum, and you are creating your own notes. You are creating your own lectures, and you are trying to figure out the areas of implementation. Because engineering is 80% application based, 20% theoretical based. But theoretical base is required because you need to pass the semester, you need to score a good mark. So you are continuously trying to evaluate whatever you learned in your own language, whatever language you feel like. When I was a student, I used to draw things whatever I understand, although my drawing is very bad. But I try to draw things whatever is being taught in the class. I try to visualize the thing through my learning. So this is the root cause for the area for me to implement those things. Okay. And then after that, try to recreate. You try to create something that is possible, if it is possible. Because all subjects are not possible to you to develop, because in many things in you don't have access to tools and technologies that you are being taught in. So try to develop such things in which you are being taught. Okay. And most importantly, you go through group study with your friends. Group study means you learn a particular topic. For an example, there are 7 chapters: A to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, or E, F, G. So each one of you try to figure out the things that you have the best grasp. Okay. So if you grasp that technology very well, when you try to implement those ideas, when you try to explain it to your peers, so that group study will impart a proper sense of learning and a real life learning experience. So whenever difficulties or issues will come up in understanding things, or in realization of the errors, or in realization of the issues that you are facing, that is actual learning, right? Coder always need to find out bugs. We find out bugs. Our role is to find out bugs and debug. So we need to debug. So we need to debug everything. We need to find out the main cause of the problem, because we are a problem solvers, right? So problem solvers, from the very outset, I have told we are problem solvers. So problem solvers, what they find, they first try to find out their problem of themselves in learning things. So when I am able to learn things, when I am able to grab the technology very well, I can let my friend know, I can let my friend teach. Automatically I can develop such things which everything needs, and ultimately it will result to my own benefit. I can score good marks in semester. Right. Okay. So next thing that comes in accordance with the learning is online courses. Many of the students, or many of the professionals nowadays also, like in industry, we also do the same thing. Like we upskill ourselves through online courses. Okay. So whatever we study, keeping that talent, so whatever we study, we learn. We either we implement or we keep it by our heart. So the thing that we are unable to implement, we try to upskill themselves, and we try the areas of implementation, or we try the scope of future of that subject. If it matches to our choice, then it can be a profession, or else it is up to the semester. The journey of that subject ends. Okay. So there are various kind of platforms that are available that I used to do in my student life. I used various kind of NPTEL certifications. Once you log into my LinkedIn profile, I will share my ID at the end of the session. So you will be able to check that various courses are offered from various kind of IITs. So you will be able to appear for the exams, and you will be able to appear and get the certificate. Okay, Coursera is a very common platform. Presently, Coursera is also tying up with various kind of universities and companies as well, because to upskill or to provide impart better courses and trainings to the professionals and the students. Okay, and Udemy is a very common platform where every courses are uploaded by individuals, and edX you all know, and LinkedIn Learning is you will be all be able to check in LinkedIn Learning. Actually, in LinkedIn Learning, what are the differences? Something that is pertaining to professional learning is being imparted in the platform. Okay, so LinkedIn Learning is most about what the recruiters will see, whatever you learn. So it is much aligned about the practical world. Okay, now the most common thing is internships. Okay, so many of you are in internship. Even I was in internship from the second year. So it is the most important thing. Okay, another most important thing is project, but I'll come to it later. The most important and the second most important thing is internship. Okay, so internship is all about a professionalism. Okay, internship is all about professionalism. I mean, goal, professional development, upskilling, proper mentorship, and putting the opportunities and skills into correct use. Okay, so what internships usually impart? Everything that an engineer have, and after becoming an engineer, whatever the things that you will be put into practice in the industry, that internship will impart you. First, first and foremost thing, how to work in a team, because you need to know everything, how to work in a team, how to maintain a professionalism, how to impart your knowledge, how to upskill yourself constantly, how to how to undergo various kind of trainings by practicing and learning with the seniors. So these all these things are implemented in our platform only, Engineers Connect. We have an access for that. You can access it for free. Okay, once you register it to Engineers Connect, you will be able to get hold of this upskilling part. There are various kind of stress section. I will also show you that whatever the things how you can apply or how you can do the peer learning. Everything is embedded in this engineers Connect platform itself. Okay, once you register, you will able to know. So in internship, you'll also be getting to hold of your skill set. So once you develop your skill set, you need to find a proper place to use. To to find a proper place of using, to find a proper application of using, or to putting yourself into a best project, your skills are a perfect way of integration. Okay, so your skills and your knowledge, when it comes under proper mentoring, it is under best practice, and it is henceforth it is developing a proper social message or a solution to a problem. Okay, so Engineers Connect, how it works. So once you register, okay, you have to make your profile. Okay, you apply for connections. Like I told about peer learning, you will find many ones, your buddies with you. You give various kind of tests. There are various tests on various kind of programming languages. Okay, you give tests there. You upskill yourselves, and you apply for the jobs and internships, and you can post anything. Like you found a bug. Okay, in any code. You just copy that and paste in the platform. Anyone who is relevant to that platform or relevant to that curriculum will answer to that. Okay. And apart from that, the scope of your profile enhancement will also be there. Okay. And you'll get ample of opportunities because when you have the proper profile or proper skill set, everything, you'll be getting proper internships, everything. And in Engineers Connect also there is a dedicated team of professionals that shares the updates daily over the groups of new job posts. You'll also be getting to hold once you get to the community. Okay. So another most important thing is training. Okay. So training is about like I also told in internship you also go to training. So similar thing, training is required in every step of the life. From the very outset of anything, if you are trained in something, you will be able to do that. If you are not trained in, you will not be able to do that. So in every company, when you step into a project, when you step into any work, when you start working on anything, you need to train yourself. Either you will be trained by mentor in MNCs, what we are used to. We are trained by mentors, professionals, keeping our skill aside. We are trained and we nourish our skills. So everything in trainings as well. You might have those who are in second years, they might have access to various kind of industrial trainings as far as of my knowledge. So in that training, whatever you will be getting to know, you will be learning new things of specialization, like how this technology or the particular technology integrates with your abilities and adaptations. And industry relevance is always you need to stay in touch, because if you are not connected with the industry, you can't be a successful engineer. So you need to be staying in touch with the industry and stay updated with whatever the things that are coming up, whatever the things that industry wants from you. Like likewise, let me take an example. Front end previously, few years back, we used to develop with HTML, CSS. Nowadays, I find very rare professionals who work on HTML, CSS. Most of them are switching to React. Agree or not? I think I please put on chat. Most of them are using React. Even I have to learn React as well. So to to change yourself, you have to change the technology. Previously, while developing some circuits, we initially started with Arduino. Then we switched on to Node MCU. We switched on to Raspberry Pi. Okay, so we are changing the technology and we are upgrading ourselves. So that is what we need to train ourselves time and again. So proper trainings are an important part, whether you are skilled in something or not. Okay, it's not mandated that you need to take the particular course, but you need to take that particular training, because until and unless you are trained, you will not be able to fulfill that particular task. Okay, next thing is about the co-curriculum, about the projects. Okay, projects are most prioritized thing when you develop your CV. Okay, when you develop your curriculum vitae, your biodata, whatever you call, resume, whatever you call. So you have to keep your projects, you have to showcase whatever you learn, because your entire engineering journey is a reflection in your final year project. Final year project, rather every semester you have to do something project on your own. So that project is the reflection of whatever you have learned. Okay, you have learned through the entire semester and you chose the subject that you love the most, and you select the subject and you develop the project on that particular thing. So what are you doing on that project? On a similar basis of the internship, like you are doing in college, you are doing something hands on, you are working in a team, you are doing ample of research. Okay, what is research and how research is done, I will speak later regarding this. You are developing a sense of accountability. You are creating, like you are getting hold of the things that you are kept in hand. You are appearing for viva, you are appearing for question answers, you are giving presentations, you are enhancing your communication skills as well. Okay, and apart from that, the major testament of upskilling is to develop project. Simple, it's a very simple thing. Like whatever you have learned in terms as an engineer, whatever you know is a reflection of whatever you have done or whatever you are trying to implement. So it's actually what I have done. I am just trying to say you all that try to participate in ample of project competitions, hackathons, and any space, any scope of robotics or any event in whichever you feel interest. Okay, hardware. The guys who are interested in hardware, they can go for robotics, and like that they develop robots, everything. And for those who are interested in software, can participate in software hackathons. Okay, there are ample of competitions. Okay, there are various kind of portals you can able to check on. Most popular is Smart India Hackathon. It's most common. Apart from thing is that there are various kind of sessions. Once you log in to MHRD page, okay, MHRD hosts various kind of hackathons. And apart from that, from college level, all of your colleges host various kind of hackathons. So do participate in that. Try to implement whatever you have learned. Okay, and one thing is that keep the current trends in your mind. So whatever the current trends in the industry is prevailing, you just put that into your role and try to develop that. And one thing is that go through the problem statement very carefully, because problem statements are the part where the industry is facing a major challenge. So once you able to solve that problem statement, you are fit for the industry. Okay, so research is a bit different from industry. Bit different in the sense it is about a contribution to whatever the things that you can develop new and whatever researches can be done. Okay, so it is about, like, project is also about innovation, creating new, developing something new. Research is about, like, learning new, implementing new, creating new, demonstrating new, and analyzing new. Okay, it is much more broad in scope. Okay, so when you start developing a research paper, how many of you have done research paper? Just please ping on the chat. I will just see the number of counts. Okay, so once you start working on a research paper, you have to try to implement something that is totally novel. And once the novel thing is being done by you, you need to check whatever the potential challenges you have. Okay, this is the main difference from a paper. And whatever the previous work that has been done, you have made something different from that. That's why your paper is unique. So you need to keep that in mind. So your overall knowledge automatically gets uplifted. And apart from that, technological interventions are always getting closer to you once you start working on a paper. You read ample number of papers, you get to know whatever the technology that is being implemented. You start trying to figure out whatever the things that you can implement new, keeping those things that are used aside. So these advancements will make a significant contribution, and your exposure to find out what you can analyze and what your thinking is. Either it is in right way or it is in traditional way. Okay, so your overall knowledge is the reflection of your publication. Okay, so in second to third year, everyone is confused. Most of them. Okay, even I was confused a lot. So what should I need to do? Will I continue my internship and I get a PPO, or I sit for my campus placements? I apply for a job, get a job, and I get placed, or I take some necessary training, so many advanced studies. I go to training centers, upskilling agencies, and I can get trained. Like, there are various kind of training institutes. They provide training on various kind of domains. Okay, so I get trained or placed from that role, or I go for higher studies, or I should pursue MBA, or I give up engineering, or I start in like any other government preparation or anything else. So actually, these are various kind of perceptions that everyone have. Okay, so we or my experience is all about getting a job. Okay, so how I get a job? I have very less knowledge about, like, government exam or MB or anything about that. If Jay can help you and volunteer, then Jay can tell you. But I don't have anything about that knowledge. And for higher studies, what you need to do is you start preparing for GATE examination. Okay, you start preparing for GATE examination at the end of your second year. If you are targeting to go to good IITs, top tier IITs, or VIT, or top colleges, you need to start preparing for GATE and other entrance examination that top tier universities may offer you. Okay, and for if you want to study abroad, then you need to first clear the IELTS examination, and then later on you have to apply for that particular institute based on your marks, semester marks, and graduation marks. You will be getting admission there. Okay, so now let's focus on placements. So estimated time of preparation of placements mostly take around 1 year. Okay, 6 months preparation and 6 months practice. Okay, so from third year only, everyone starts to prepare for placements. So placements mainly differ in two stages actually in colleges. Most of the colleges they uh, bring IT companies in their on campus. So in IT companies, what are things you need to do is you prepare for your aptitude very well. Okay, aptitude is a very vast topic. Engineers can provide assistance to such aptitudes and reasoning part. Okay, so you start preparing. Apart from aptitude, you start preparing for your problem solving things with code. Okay, there are there are various kind of tests in Engineers Connect platform with various kind of modules that you will be able to access. You can check that one. Okay, apart from Engineers Connect, you have various kind of global platforms like HackerRank and CodeShare. Try to develop your logic from there. Try to implement the problem. Okay, and start practicing. Okay, so you after you practice, after you cover all the levels, start maintaining a time limit because you need to be time specific when you are uh, sitting for an exam or opting for anything. And you create, try to create something. Always try to create some projects. Always, whatever you learn, try to create the project. Try to create the project because you don't know in which company you will get a job. You don't know. For an example, I am a biomedical engineer. Okay, I got in various industries, but the thing is that in I don't know whichever industry liked my which project. So I started working on projects and I put my resume strong by the projects that I prepared well. Okay, and for the core companies, like for the core companies, start preparing on the core subjects. Okay, for the circuit branches, get hold of circuit theory, analog, digital, and the related papers very well. Okay, and once you are applying in any role, you just check the job description very well, that what is the role and how you find the alignment of the particular subject. Try to figure out that subject and start grasping the whole of it. Okay, and showcase the project. Try to showcase the project is the keyword. Okay, so project is the only card that can let you to develop the things or to make yourself attractive to the company by upskilling. Okay, see, you are upskilling or not, that is the responsibility of the company, right? Company will check your skill, they will take the exam. If you are upskilled, then you will be facing the interview, and in interview, in the technical section, your technical knowledge will be judged by your skills itself. So once you are upskilling, you are able to answer those questions. If you have the project, desired project, more specifically, company will find something in you that can put it into the right use. So keep that grasp in well. And neitherless of any branch, try to learn the programming languages and keep good grasp. It's not mandatory that you have to learn uh, Python or Java or anything. Keep any language constant and start practicing it and make most of the levels. Okay, so now let's navigate to engineersconnect.com and I'll show you whatever I told. Okay, just a minute. Well, let me show you my profile. Okay, so this is Engineers Connect profile. Okay, so you can check, you can give the online test, you can search for jobs, you can go for internships, and you can also connect your peers. Okay, like this, you can connect your peers. Okay, so basically, if you navigate to the test section, uh, see, you can check, you can find all these. There are ample number of languages and technology that are imparted. Everything is part into software. Okay, for IT preparation, IT campus placements only. So you can just take the online tests. Okay, you can check your resume that can help you to build. Okay, in the placement section, you can check whatever the jobs that are currently available, and based on your upskilling, you can apply for you can apply for that particular job. You can chat with the recruiter. Okay, you can also, what you can also do is you can also type various kind of industries. Okay, there are various kind of industries mm, that are available. Okay, so now let's move on to blog site. We have a separate blog site. Okay, where we post day to day updates. Can you see this? There are various kind of blogs. Okay, about internship, about interviews. Everyone put on their various kind of tech updates, originals, everything. You can check here. So everyone put on their views up here, and whatever we do, we share the experience. We have the newsletters to post in. Okay, and apart from this thing is college. This is the college unit. Okay, of Engineers Connect. Students no need to bother about this. It is about the training and placement cell. So whenever we are connected with any college, we impart training. We provide trainings to everything. So that is being done. Okay, and this one is your dashboard. You can check in whichever job you applied, how you update your profile, you have sent application, and your here is your job searchings. Okay, so actually the part of demonstration is here. Okay, so now I'll just take up all your questions. So Jay, please come up. Okay, I am done with this now.
Definitely, and thank you so much for such advices. And Engineers Connect is not only a platform to get job internships, but also to upskill and meet the requirements. We can also get ample scopes of training, industry exposure, and other things that is definitely required to become a complete engineer. It will not only beneficial only for engineers, but it will beneficial for management students like us who get a chance to apply for placement and get a job. Now I have a couple of questions. Being in electrical sector, how can I get into IT sector?
Yeah, it's very simple. Uh, you start preparing your aptitude and coding very well. Okay, and you go to the recent papers. You come to Engineers Connect platform. You take up any language and start preparing yourself on upskilling on that particular skill.
Okay, the second one is I want to start programming. So with which language shall I start?
It's definitely C. C is the mother of all programming language. You start with C programming. Okay.
Okay. And the third one is I am a student from civil engineering. So can I get into product company like Google?
Mm, it's initially a bit difficult if you are not from tier 1 college. It will be a bit difficult for you. So my advice will be start preparing for data structures like everyone do for IT campusing and placement. So start preparing for those data structures and coding, develop your skills. Okay, and get placed into a MNC or any service based company. Till then, later on you can switch.
Okay. The next one is how to develop a research paper.
Okay, it's a very long process. Okay, you need to. We can connect it after the session regarding this. Next question.
Okay. Do we get complete assistance from Engineers Connect regarding job?
Yeah, you'll get. Yeah, everything is there in our platform itself. Not only for engineering, for management also, engineers can provide the opportunities for everyone.
Okay, the next one is I have a plan for higher studies and I do not want job. What should I do?
Yeah, so you can do is you can start preparing for gate examination, or you can start focusing on the examination on the colleges that you are trying to approach. You develop, you try to practice them well and appear for the examination, and all the best, obviously, to you. Okay.
Okay, the next is do Engineers Connect provide industrial training?
Yeah, obviously, but it needs validation from the training and placement cell or in any other batches. We engineers don't provide any skill or any training to one on one. It's batch wise.
Okay, and the last one is how you have put your achievement list in your LinkedIn profile. Please tell the process.
LinkedIn profile. Okay. Uh, which achievement you are talking about? Which achievement? Like the featured one?
Like the all achievement you have gained in your life.
Yeah. In the featured section, actually there is a plus icon. So just click on that and you start upload. I have uploaded all the documents there. And in LinkedIn there is a separate section like honors and rewards. So I put all my achievement there. Okay,
Okay,
my
so these are
question,
the questions.
Surajit Mundal, HTML कर लिया, CSS भी complete कर लिया, फैंग हो जाएगा भाई. सबसे पहले तो डेटा स्ट्रक्चर करना पड़ेगा, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर एंड एल्गोरिथम्स करना पड़ेगा, कोडिंग राउंड बेसिक राउंड क्लियर करना पड़ेगा उसके बाद. Okay, sir, for biomedical student, what programming language should we learn for R&D jobs? Primarily, you learn C, okay, because C is very important for everyone. Then you can start working on MATLAB because MATLAB is very much instrumental for R&D jobs. It has a broad scope of research as well. Okay, how can you face failures in life? I am a biggest failure in life. That means you have attempted learning a lot. Failure means first attempt in learning. We all know, right? First attempt in learning. So if we don't encounter failure, we can't be successful, right? So what we need to do in failures, we need to learn whatever the mistakes we did instead of getting the setback. Okay, like getting less marks in examination. Like we need to find out why we get less marks instead of pondering on the fact that yeah I got less mark. What will happen to my career? Nothing can end up anything. You are the creator of yourself. You can do anything and everything. Just believe in yourself. You will be able to do everything. How you faced failure in life. I always try to think. I always try to develop things. Even now, when I faced failure, when I am failure in something, I try to figure out that particular point, that proximate cause why I fail in. Taking an example, if you fail in any subject, like it be any circuit-based question, you first find out how why you are not understanding that logic or how you are not gaining that concept. Then you try to figure out that is it too hard for you, then you reach out to a professor. Okay, and for scoring marks and gaining knowledge everything is different. If you find that subject too hard, it's not your cup of tea, then you do that for the sake of passing the examination. No need to learn that subject by heart. Okay, try to go through the 10 years, the question papers, try to go through the suggestions notes, and try to demonstrate it so that your exam gets cleared. Okay, how to join edtechs? Like or no, like edtech or any MNC, there is nothing something like different. Initially, it's dependent on the role that you are trying. If you want to join edtech as a developer, so you need to start learning programming languages and you need to develop such projects that implement the edtechs. And for the startups, you need to develop such projects that will attract the code team. Okay, and how can I improve to speak in English fluently? Okay. To speak in English fluently, you first need to, if you know English, okay, you are a native speaker. I assume. Start make your surroundings. The thing I told is peer learning. So the ones that are surrounding you, the ones that are with you, try to speak with them in English. Everyone try to speak in English. You first have to keep that thing out in mind that you don't know English. You have to think that you know English very well. If you think that I know very well English very well, then you don't have the fear of failure. So once you are away from the failure of you are unable to speak in English, then you can speak fluently. Try to speak. When you are stuck in somewhere, try to search it and again try to recreate, re-speak. You will be able to do. For BME core jobs, what kind of skills and ability should I gain? Like for biomedical engineering, the most important thing if you want to join in biomedical healthcare division, okay, you need to go through the subject like biomaterials, physiology, anatomy, biomechanics very well. And if you want to go to instrumentation domain, you need to go to biomedical instrumentation very well and rest on the subjects like uh, medical signal processing, image processing very well. Okay. And if you want to join the application based like IT companies, then you need to learn MATLAB very well. Okay. And try to figure out the application part which can give you. I have some backlogs. How I'll break the loop? Okay. Uh, uh, just try to get hold of the professor very well. to your college. Okay, confess him whatever the issues that you are facing, why you did get the backlog. Try to get the most, and I think the maximum support will be given by the college itself. Uh, how do I manage? Yeah, there is no specific platform like no or no just ping me after the session. I will just share you some there are various kind of resources for biomedical engineering gate. I'll just ping you up. Although I have not cleared the gate. I am not an aspirant of higher studies, but I know everything. Okay, I'll just share you. Okay. Sir, I have a question. How do I manage coding and study? See, study means your academics. So just prepare a regular time sheet. Maintain 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours or how much you study a day. Okay. Try to give at least 1 hour to coding. 1 hour. Okay. And in coding specifically, you try to develop logic building things. The problems that try to develop your logic. Try to do complicated problems so that it will like you'll be able to grasp how the thing usually is. Okay. I'll like to request Devayon and Joy as well to please turn on your camera and for facilitating this event and please the feedback link on the chat as well. एमटेक करूँ या बीटेक करके जॉब करूँ भाई मेरे को तो लगता है बीटेक करके जॉब करना ही बेस्ट है ठीक है because we join engineering to get a good job most of us mtech's a different plan you can do mtech at the age of 40 after 40 after 50 you can also go for higher studies but after a certain age you will not be able to do a job okay if you start working in an industry your experience will count my suggestion not everyone so your experience will count okay so please put the feedback link on the chat okay so that you all can put your valuable feedbacks there. And one thing is that after you complete your MTech, you will have a better means you will have a different scope of jobs. Okay, like if you complete your BTech, you start your job. You can also similarly you can prepare for like GATE and you can apply for MTech. Okay, but once you get enrolled to any university or any program, until and unless you are enrolled in a distance program, you will not be able to do your job simultaneously. Okay, so if you need for any industry specific knowledge, you can definitely go for that. Uh, Let me share the feedback link, feedback form. Okay, so I have shared a feedback link. Did you all see? थैंक यू पर्सनल वाईटी आपका नाम अगर पता चलता तो बहुत बढ़िया लगता cleared so many doubts my pleasure devaroti you can also connect me up later if you have any doubt I am always there to help thank you so I have just pasted the form link there kindly put on your valuable feedbacks there okay and I am also sharing the link of uh, our engineers connect okay you just start on upskilling yourselves okay it's and you have many of your peers here okay so any more questions anyone I'll be happy to answer okay one question I missed I think for preparing it you can prepare yourself as well there is no harm if you prepare for gate by alone okay the in gate aptitude you need to do Okay, whatever aptitude you study during your campus placements, you have to prepare for aptitude. Okay, so aptitude is very common, and you download your the GATE syllabus from any IIT Kanpur or anything, whoever hosts the GATE examination from that IIT portion, and you download that. Okay, okay. Drop year effects in placements. It varies from company to company. Okay, it varies from company to company. Actually, few companies they usually look for that, but you don't worry. You prepare well because you will be get many more options as well. So don't need to worry. Few companies they have restrictions to allow the students. Few companies have, but not all companies. Okay. How to prepare for government jobs? Yeah, we have a separate platform. Okay, Unique Academy. Okay, in engineers, there is a separate division. We have Unique Academy. Our development is in progress. So that Unique Academy, in that Unique Academy portion, you will be able to get hold of everything. There is a complete guidance. Since I am not from that background, so I will not be able to entail that journey. So you can get hold and you can connect up over there. You'll be getting access of that. Okay, so did everyone submit your feedback? Okay, so those who haven't yet submitted, I will ask the Devayo to kindly circulate it to the network and community, whatever you have. Jai also can volunteer. Okay, so okay, thank you. What's your name? Rekro Evil. What's your name? A good name, please. Okay, so please circulate the feedback link so that everyone can submit the feedback over there. Okay, I had a wonderful time with you all. So thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best. We'll be coming up in another event. Okay, so stay tuned, and you all can connect me over LinkedIn. I'm just sharing my ID. Okay, you just connect me up over there. Uh, if I can help you in anything, if you think, then I am always there for you. And if you are better in something, you are always feel free to share me so that I can get an opportunity to learn from you. Okay, because learning is a continuous experience, and I love to do that. Okay, I've shared my LinkedIn ID. Please connect me over there, and we'll have a great opportunity to learn. Yeah, yeah, sure. We'll make such video. Please put it in the feedback form, okay, so that our whole team can check and we can take necessary steps. We'll keep all your valuable feedbacks with us, and we'll definitely execute those. Okay, uh, like whatever videos you want or whatever the things that you want from that team, you can send. Okay, okay. So bye bye everyone. Have a great weekend. See you soon.